Hi y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jen, and I'm going to try and get through this video without editing anything. I simply wanted to just give you guys some real raw footage of just a conversation that I feel like needs to be had. So if you came across this video, who knows, maybe this was meant for you to see. I hope this video finds somebody well. If you find yourself sort of in a hard time right now, or you just feel like it's getting hard to just trust God with your plans, keep watching. So let's just jump into it. So recently, also before I begin, I have my cup of tea here with me. So if you would like to join, get you a nice cup of tea or get you a glass of wine, whatever you feel like you want to drink. Also, I have my candle here, Bath and Body. This one is Fiji White Sands. Okay, so let's talk about it. Trust. I feel like we reach a point in life where it gets hard to trust. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. It's hard to trust. Like, we get to a point in life where we may become stagnant. Our plans may have failed. Now we don't have anything to lean on to. Or, we may have just lost everything and now we're starting from zero, or we simply just don't know what's next. And I'm sure all of us at one point will experience something like this. I personally have experienced a situation where it has been hard to trust where my life is going to next. So let's just start from the top. We all have an idea of what it is that we want out of life. We all have this plan. We have a blueprint of what we want our life to look like by X amount of time. And I find it funny because majority of the time in like elementary schools or middle school, they'll make you write like a 5-year idea of where you see yourself. So I'm sure you've heard of, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? So it's like we have an idea of what we want and how we want to get there. What sucks is we are not always in control, okay? We have free will to decide what paths we want to go down, what opportunities we want to take, what risks we want to take, what chances we want to take. We have the choice to either go down this way or go down that way. And sometimes we may go down one way to find ourselves wishing like, dang, I should have gone that way. And you still can. Just because one plan didn't work out for you doesn't mean the other plan won't. But what happens when none of the plans are working? And what happens when you feel lost? Or you feel like you don't know what's next? And let's be real, that is a scary place to be in because we are humans and we are used to seeing things in person. We're visual creatures. We want to see everything unfold in front of us the way that we think it up here. We sometimes lack faith and we sometimes are a little doubtful. And I just feel like anyone who is spiritual or religious, you experience this at some point in your life. You question, like, am I going the right way? Is this what God wants me to do? What am I doing? Is this even me? Or like, even like, who am I? You know, like we all have these questions at some point. And when you don't see things playing out the way that you envisioned, you start to lose trust and you start to lose faith in the plans that God has for you. And it's hard because we want things to work out for us so bad. And it's almost like, why is this not working out the way I thought it would? Because I put in the work, I'm putting in the effort. What is it? And I hope you guys understand that we are only in control to an extent. You could do everything in your power to try and get to here. But if you're meant to be up here, then it's never going to work out for you. And that's where trust comes into play. Let me take a sip out of my tea before it gets cold. And like I said, it's hard to trust. Like, trust is so hard because you don't know the outcome. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the risk. You don't understand. You don't comprehend what is going to happen. And it's almost like we're so used to making sure that, oh, well, if this doesn't work out, I need to make sure I get this or I have this in place. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you really just have to trust. And sometimes you just have to stop and just take a deep breath and realize that you're not in control to an extent, okay? Let's not start slacking. But anyway, you're not in full control. Like, God sees everyone. He hears everyone. He has been with you from every step of the way. And sometimes when you hit that point where you're like, I'm done. It is what it is. I already tried. It's not working out. I'm done. That's where God steps in. If you allow God to carry all that shit that you have been holding, He is going to step in. You literally need to give it to Him. Give Him your worries. Give Him your fears. Give Him whatever traumas, whatever anger, whatever it is that you're going through, give it to Him and just let Him step in. And let Him guide you and direct you to what's meant for you. Because, and as cliche as it sounds, whatever is meant for you is 100% meant for you. Before you were even brought into this world, before you were even in your mother's womb, your life has already been written, engraved. God has already written out your life. So why would you not trust Him? Trust Him. There is a verse I want to read to you guys. Let's see if I can find it. It's in the book of Proverbs, and I believe it is 18. Let's see, guys. Bear with me. If not, I have another one in mind. Okay, I can't find it. However, here is another verse that I wanted to share. So some of you may have heard it. It is Proverbs 3:5-6. And it says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways, know him, and he will make your path straight. And this Proverbs 3 specifically is titled Trust the Lord. So if we take this verse and we apply it to our lives, trust in the Lord with all your heart and know him. Do not rely on your own understanding, and he will make your path straight. I may have jumbled that up a little bit, but if we can just apply that to our lives, how much more peace would we feel? Just truly think about it. If you can trust him with all your heart and just forget about your own understanding, what's up here, what you have learned, and the habits that you have adapted here on earth, if you can just forget about all that and just trust him, trust God. He made you. He molded you in his image. To be here is such a privilege. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you being here today is such a privilege. It is a privilege to experience the world that God made for you, for me, and for all of our brothers and sisters. It is such a beautiful thing. So it upsets me that we forget that God is with us and God wrote your life down. Your life is written down already. He has a plan for each and every one of us. So why not trust him? Just trust him. And if you struggle with prayer, all I can say is the best way to start praying is to literally just sit down like this and pretend that he's like right here, which his presence is always with you. You just have to call upon him. And if you have a friend that already prays, you might could ask them like, hey, if you have time, I would love to pray with you. Or if you can teach me how to pray or how you pray. Like just get a friend, maybe pray for each other, pray together. And God also said, where there is 2 or 3 people, God is there. So I think it's like where 2 or 3 or more are gathered, I am there. So you get the idea. So just trust him. And there's another verse that I love. I live by this verse. I think it's beautifully written. It speaks out to me every time I see it somewhere. And I try to share it with my friends here and there. So this one is in the book of Matthew. And it's Matthew 6:25. It's 25 through 26. So it says, "Therefore I tell you, don't worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Isn't life more than food and the body more than clothing? Consider the birds of the sky. They don't sow or reap or gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you guys listening to this? Aren't you worth more than they?" If God could create something so mindless, so innocent, and just let this sink in for a second. Hear me out. God made a creature so mindless, so innocent, and just go outside. Like, look at the birds. The birds are fed every day. They don't sit here and think, oh my gosh, like, when am I gonna eat next? How am I going to get my next meal? How am I gonna feed my baby birds in my nest? Oh my gosh. Just look at them, and they're birds. I'm not trying to discredit their importance. I still think that, animals are important. But if you look at it from a deeper perspective, how much more worthy are we, God's children, than birds? If that doesn't reassure you, I don't know what. Because every time I hear that scripture, God reassures me that I'm so worthy of the plans that he has for me, and I trust him. And I know it's hard. It's hard. Trust me. I've been through it. It's hard to wake up every day and you're like, here we go. Another day of work. Another day of whatever. Or just the fear of not reaching the goals that you want to reach. Life is just hard. It's so hard. But it's so worthy. It's so valuable. And when you start looking at life through that perspective, you start to appreciate everything. You appreciate everything that held you back. You appreciate all the obstacles. You appreciate all the mean things that people said to you that pushed you to go harder. You appreciate the traumas that you've went through, because not only did it hurt and make you realize that you have to heal and you have to do better for your next generation, but it teaches you that you can change. You can change. And I really hope that this video can motivate someone to, just put it down, put the weight down. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out yet. Everyone is going through life at the same time. And if we're being real, people don't get second chances. We don't get to do this again. Life is only lived once. So slow down. Slow down and just appreciate everything that God has made for us, and just learn to trust him and learn to let go of all these things that are making you feel like you're not enough, or you'll never be enough, you'll never reach your full potential. Just let it go. Those are all lies. Those are all distractions. And instead, build a relationship with God and learn to trust him, and learn to surround yourselves with people that are closer to God, or they're building towards a relationship with God. I've only been on this earth for 23 years. I'll be 24 in August. And I really feel like I was lost, like the beginning of this year, 2025. I found myself lost. And the situation that I was in a few months before that, leading up to April, really just made me understand that sometimes your plans are not going to follow through. And that's okay. As much as it hurts, I can only accept what happened. And I have two options. I can either sit there and let it beat me up and let it, tear me down and disappoint me and upset me. Or two, I can be grateful and I can thank God that I went through that challenge and that experience, because I came out stronger and I came out wiser. And if anything, it led me to change. It led me to just look at things differently from a different perspective. And even though we might go through something negative in the time being, always remember that hard times aren't forever. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. And that shit may seem far as fuck. Like, that light might be a couple miles down, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And I am a firm believer that everything really does happen for a reason. I feel like things are pretty much calculated in each of our lives to, once again, lead us to choosing what to do in those situations. But I hope you guys know that you're never alone. God is always with us. And if you catch yourself distancing yourself from him a little bit, maybe it's time to talk to him and just seek him. And prayer does really change a lot of things. Prayer changes a lot of things. You don't have to be a perfect Christian or, whatever you believe in. You don't have to be perfect, but as long as you seek him, you will be okay. And I can't explain to you the feeling of just softness and peace whenever you give your life to God and you just trust him. And once again, no matter what you go through, no matter what experiences you've been through, none of that defines where you're going, because all of that has led you to this point, and what you choose from here on forward will change where you're going in the end. So don't think for a second that you're stuck here. You're never stuck. You can choose to be stuck, but you will always have the option to change where you're going and just change your future. So yeah, life sucks sometimes, but just enjoy it and be a little more grateful for all the experiences, no matter how positive, how negative. Just enjoy your life. Really enjoy your life. Surround yourselves by good people and get to know yourself better. And if you feel like it's time to let go of something that is no longer favoring you, let it go. The sooner you let it go, the better. Want to see if there's anything I want to share before I end this video. I've also been reading the book of Psalms in depth, and I really have just been loving the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms is probably my favorite book in the Bible as of now. I think it's very reassuring, and I encourage all of you to read the book of Psalms. Okay. I think it's this. Is it this one? I have so many notes in my Bible. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it's actually the verse from earlier. So I'm going to end this video with this verse. It is in the book of Psalms. It's Psalm 16, lines 5 through 8. And it says, Lord, you are my portion and my cup of blessing. You hold my future. I'm going to skip 6. I'm going to jump to 7, 8. I will bless the Lord who counsels me, even at night when my thoughts trouble me. I will always let the Lord guide me, because he is at my right hand. I will not be shaken. There you guys have it. I hope these verses find you well. I love this verse because once again, it's saying, Lord, you are my portion, my cup of blessing. You hold my future. There it is. You hold my future. I will bless the Lord who counsels me, even at night when my thoughts trouble me. I always let the Lord guide me, because he is at my right hand. I will not be shaken. Trust. Okay? Trust him. I can't guarantee you that whatever it is that you want in this life is going to plan out. And when you pray, always say, if it is in accordance with your will. Because we tend to ask for things like, Lord, I pray for this. I want this. Give me this. But we always forget to say, if it's in accordance to your will. According to your will, if you want this to work, make it work. If you want me to have this job in this state, make it work. Whatever it is that you're asking him for, ask him to give it to you in his will. If it's in his will, give it. Give it to me, Lord. If it's in your will, give it to me. If this person is meant for me, give it to me. If it's in your will. Okay? I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Be kind. Please be nice. I just made a TikTok about being nice recently. We never know what someone is going through, okay? We don't know their circumstances at home. We don't know what's going on at work. We don't know anything about what's going on with people. And so, let's just be nice. It doesn't take much. You don't need $1,000. You can simply just smile at someone, wave at someone, talk to the staff that works where you work. Let's not disregard our janitors, people who we're all people. Why are we, why? Just be nice. Please be nice. You never know what acknowledging someone in the same room as you can do for them that day. Okay? I love you guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys can resonate with this video. I hope you take something good out of this video. I hope this video might encourage you, motivate you. If it pulls you closer to God, wonderful. Even if it's one person. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until next time.